Lincoln County, no luck with the laundry tonight, Tommy. Good
No, they
gracious.
came with a speed option, going right, no play fake to the fullback. Quarterback took the snap, sprints to his right, makes the pitch to the tailback, and a good-looking play, but a hold was detected going away from the line of scrimmage. So the ball will be spotted at Lincoln County's own 24-yard line, almost the 25. Again, they've got to go to the Lebanon 45 for a first down. 3rd and 30.
Wow. Twin wideouts either side, one back formation. Boy, Shelton is flushed out of the pocket. Shoestring tackle at about the 28 as he got tripped up running through that hole in the pocket. So not much happening there on 3rd and 38, and they'll put it down just shy of the 30. Punt situation for the Falcons.
Sequoia Reeves and D.D. Lattimore back there as Lincoln County just trying to play it safe and get a little more field position. In to kick it away, Sandmeyer, and Walton will be deep to return for Lebanon.
Sandmeyer stands just outside his 15. Walton all the way back at the Blue Devil 35. Here's the snap. It's clean. The kick's away. Low line drive. Fielded by Walton right at the 35, 40. Stumbles a bit. He's out to about the 43-yard line. Boy, he was about one tackle away from breaking over to that sideline, but nonetheless brought down at the 43. 1st and 10 Blue Devils from that point.
35 yards on that kick, and Walton trying to take it right back up the middle. Had one man to beat. Bob, you get the sense that Lebanon's got some opportunities here with this field position. We need to convert.
Tommy, they definitely, the momentum is on their side. They're not making a lot of mistakes right now. Lincoln County having a little trouble on the line of scrimmage. They're getting the flags, and we're not.
Here's Salas under center, I formation. Benford the up back. And it looks like a neutral zone infraction on Lincoln County on that top defensive tackle or the defensive end, either one. And it is, so 1st and 5. We'll take it. 5 free ones.
5 penalties for Lincoln County so far. And Casey, it looks like it's 40 yards so far in penalties. Man.
Killing themselves. Here's Salas back under center. Up to the top is Matthew Maynard. Down at the bottom is Crudup, your wideouts. An official stoppage here. Just for a moment. Now they'll whistle it back for play. Salas under center. Benford, your up back. Gains the deep back in the I formation. Salas hands to Gaines, works to the right side. He's out to about the 48. Boy, they strung that one out really well, the Falcon defense did, so no gain, 2nd and 5.
Lebanon pulls Kramer Tuggle, lets him be a lead blocker. They also get Benford out in front of the play, but when you get 2 of those guys out in front of Gaines, there comes a mob of Lincoln County defenders. That will be another one of our big linemen that we switched out last week like we did against Riverdale. He won't go out for a pass. I promise you that.
Here's Salas in shotgun, trips to the top. He stands to take the snap on his 43. It's a clean snap. He's going to throw a wide receiver screen out there to the slot back. Boy, and that one's going nowhere. As a matter of fact, it's going to lose about 3. They'll move it all the way back to the 45. And on the play out there, I believe it was Walton.
Trying to hit him on the bubble screen. He's in the slot. He's going parallel to the line of scrimmage. Away from the quarterback. Salas hits him, and a Lincoln County defender just blew it up.
So from 1st and 5 now to 3rd and about 7.5 or 8. The ball spotted just outside the 45. Blue Devils to the line quickly. Crudup, Maynard, and Walton split out wide to the right. Salas in shotgun. He rolls to his right, looks downfield, nowhere to go, flushed out of the pocket completely. Fakes it now, goes back across, has a man wide open. That's Crudup inside the 40. He's met there and met hard. But my goodness, what great execution that time as Salas just waited and waited and waited and finally got it out there to Crudup at the, I guess they'll mark it down to 37.
And Bob, the receiver has to do the job of giving his quarterback a little space. Salas was in trouble, scrambled around a little bit, and Crudup just kept his route going.
When you run your route, Tommy, and the quarterback is in trouble, and he has got to stop. You got to stop your route. You got to roll with the pattern. You've got to give, make an adjustment, try to work yourself open.
So they'll put it down at the 36. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Handoff to Gaines in the deep I. He weaves his way through traffic and gets down inside the 35 as he works back to the middle of the line. They'll mark him into the 33. So a good pickup of about 5, or make it 4, and more flags on the field could be a face mask.
Looks like
wow.
Lincoln County had somebody took a swipe at Taz White. Bob, I don't know if you saw it, but it looked like one of the Lincoln County linebackers popped him upside the head when the play was over. And I don't think it was one of those good job, fella kind of plays, but another big mark off going against the Falcons. And Louis just got to be fuming over here, Bob Lee.
Tommy, if it's a late hit, that's one thing. If he takes a swing, that's an ejection. But evidently, he didn't take a swing at him. It's just a late hit.
It's kind of popped him. Looked like he ear-holed him.
So 1st and 10 Blue Devils in business at the Lincoln County 17-yard line. Salas under center, I formation, Benford and Gaines. Crudup and Walton Jawad out, one to either side. Toss pitch to Gaines. He works his way close to the 15. Not an awful lot of room there, but manages to get something out of nothing. So 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 8 from right at the 15.
Lebanon has, during the course of the game tonight, slipped a couple of those guys in those oddball jerseys. Blankenship was one of them, and I want to say Mofield may have been another. We did that against Riverdale, trying to get a couple extra blockers in at tight end.
Here's Salas back under center, turns and gives to Gaines, works to the right side, 15, and worked his way inside. Boy, and he is crunched, and that ball is loose, and I believe Lincoln County's got another going to mark him down as well. So Gaines barely got down to about the 14. Oh, they do give it to Lincoln County. He actually recovered on the 14, so Gaines took a vicious hit as he reached the 10. Ball popped out. Lincoln County recovers. 1st and 10 Falcons inside their own 15.
First turnover of the night. Matt Moran, the linebacker, came up with a football. Helmet-to-helmet contact on Gaines. Ball popped loose. It laid on the ground just for a second. Moran picked it up, and Lincoln County has dodged a bullet here as we are at the, well, I'm having trouble picking up what
38 seconds left here in the first quarter. My goodness, hadn't even given anybody any time. 38 seconds to go in the first. Turns and gives to the up back. That's Burcham. He's going nowhere. As a matter of fact, he did get the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a half a yard. 2nd and 9.5 from just shy of the 15. As the first quarter does wind down, no score here from the pit in Fayetteville, Tennessee.
Probably time for one more play, and then back at the station when we do break, we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll reestablish our phone connection to be sure we've got that situated just right.
So the Falcons to the line quickly. 6-5, they might get it off. Here's Shelton under center. I formation. He does get it off, gives it to Burcham. No, he keeps it himself, rolls to the right. He's out to the 20, 23, and met there and taken down hard by a couple of Blue Devil defenders. It looks like Kapliner is there along with Michael Reeves.
That'll be a 1-minute break. No score after one quarter. We're in the playoffs. This is Blue Devil football on FM 98. We'll be back in 1 minute. 98.9. We have no score as we enter the second quarter of play. Lebanon is at Lincoln County. Lincoln County has knocked the football loose from Lebanon. They have taken over. Football is going to be placed at the Falcon 22. 3rd down and about 3.
Here's Shelton under center. I formation, turns and gives to Moran, works to the left. Oh, my goodness, another fumble, and it looks like a Blue Devil falls on it, and they do. So Lebanon returns the favor. 1st and 10 Blue Devils at the Lincoln County 23.
On that recovery for Lebanon, Ty Cross, the weak side linebacker, and Bob Lee. Ty was right there in position. Who made the big hit?
Tommy, I couldn't tell who made the hit, but the helmet was straight on the football, knocked it backwards about 2 yards. Ty Cross picks it up on the hop. If somebody's not there right beside him, he runs the ball in the end zone.
So a fortuitous bounce for Lebanon, to say the least, and they'll line up in the I formation. Crudup, your lone wideout, split wide to the left. Maynard in the slot. Salas turns, gives to Gaines. Boy, he's got a nice little seam. Works down inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. So a nice little 3 or 4 yard pickup there on 1st down.
Lebanon has substituted at one of the guard spots. The big Walker kid is in at offensive guard, trying to get some more beef up front against Lincoln County. And Lebanon's band made the trip tonight. They are dressed out. They're having a good time.
Well, they're sounding good, too.
Lebanon's got a pretty good little crowd here tonight for being about 95 miles away.
Here's Salas under center. Gives to the up back. Benford finds a seam. He's across the 15. He's met there and taken back, but he's down to about the 13. Very, very close to a first down, and I believe he's got it.
Came with a trap. We pulled the guard on the left side, Travis White, trying to get Benford up in the seam, and they will not.
Oh, he is. Oh, it is a first down.
Yeah, he signaled first down, so Lebanon cranks out another first down on the run by Benford.
They're getting in the area where the hash marks mesh with the brown, so to speak.
The Bermuda has turned. It is all brown, and you've got some white stripes on this brown field, and it's tough to pick them up.
Here's Salas under center, I formation, gains your deep back, one wide out either side, gives to the up back. Boy, and that pile's not moving far, but they'll move it down close to the 10, just inside the 10. So a good little move to get through that seam, and I don't think that was Benford. We'll have to check that number. Was it Benford? Benford with the carry, the up back. So Lebanon with a steady dose of the ground game. 2nd and 8, just right inside the 10. Here's Salas back under center. Crudup split out wide to the right. 2 tight ends to the right side, 1 to the left, I formation. Give to Gaines. He's got a nice little seam. He'll work across, and another fumble, and that one's bouncing right at the goal line. And it's either touchdown or touchback, and it's touchback as Lincoln County falls on it. My goodness, fumbleitis in Fayetteville.
Gaines had a great hole, and the ball popped loose, and making the recovery for the Falcons is their defensive end, Ryan Mitchell. He recovers in the end zone. Gaines had it knocked loose, and he's mad. That offensive front is mad as they had a crease up there for him, Bob Lee. We got to hang on to that football.
Tommy, in frustration, Carlos Gaines came. He slung those gloves he's been wearing first quarter. He threw them about 3 rows up.
So needless to say, he won't be wearing gloves anymore, right?
I don't believe he will.
Wow. So 1st and 10 Falcons at their own 20. 9:42 to go here in the first half. No score from the pit in Fayetteville. Hand to the up back. That's Bertram. Boy, he's got a great hole. Moves out across the 26, close to the 27. So 7 on first down, 2nd and 3.
Lebanon mixing the coverage up a little bit. We had gone man coverage in the secondary. They used their wideouts to run our safeties out of there, to run our corners off, and just going 9 on 9 up front.
So Lincoln County breaks the huddle. 9:14 and counting here in the first half. Shelton back under center, I formation. Wide out here to the near side. Boy, and that play is going nowhere as they shut it down right in the middle. Shelton handed right up the gut and nowhere to run with it. So Bertram just basically stopped for no gain. They might give him a half a yard out of sympathy. That'll bring up 3rd and 3.
Cross on the tackle. Cannon and Lattimore into the football game. Gammon, excuse me. Carruthers comes in at a defensive end spot for Lebanon, trying to get a little more size up front.
So here comes Lincoln County with a huge 3rd down, 3rd and 2. I'll say it's a long 2, short 3. Shelton under center, moves to the right. Oh my goodness, textbooks tackle. Ken Walton from the safety position just absolutely tattooed Justin Weiser.
He looked like a harpoon. And the tailback, Bob Lee, never had a prayer. Kenny Walton just murdered it.
Tommy, hey, that was a hit. That hit was harder than $9 worth of jawbreakers. He knocked the fire out of him.
Walton, but no fumble, imagine that.
And when you get a safety that comes up in the seam like that and makes a play, what a difference it makes on your defense.
So back to punt is Sandmeyer. He's going to let it go. Here's Walton, fields it at midfield and ran, right through his arms. Goes back to get it, and I don't think he did. It's going to be Lincoln County ball at the 48. My goodness, Lebanon just unable to hold on to the football at all as Walton ran by it. It went through his hands, and he kept going.